Okay, we just wrapped up Brian, Scoobs, Joe, Ty, Play with Pete, Copperhead. Fantastic. Joe, just tell us real quick. Everybody loved you on the live stream. Tell us some of the things that your buddies mentioned to you, like the chirping.
You want me to just read verbatim?
Well, I mean, we got to keep the video, but I mean, they were hysterical.
They hammered me. They wondered if I broke 50. I don't think I broke 60.
No, what was like the sand thing? You got to clean.
Yeah, they pretty much asked how much sand's in your shoes.
Yeah.
They said, did you?
Oh no, that was it. 110.
He said, did you break 110? And Boyza said 110 tree branches.
Right. So
yeah.
So I mean, let's get into that. Like, I know I asked Ty, top 10 toughest course you played.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, and like it was a lot more than just the rough, right?
Yeah. It wasn't just that. It was just, I mean, you had to be in the right spots. I mean, if you were in the wrong spots, you just kind of you were out of play. I mean, you had to take your medicine and just advance it and get it in a better spot and just take.
Good shots had bad results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that
fair.
was.
It was.
And I know you had told me, Joe, off camera, that you didn't really believe what I'd said about the course in my review, how much elevation and movement there was
I
to
didn't
it.
think it was or could be that much. And Brian earlier in the round had said, he goes, "This is crazy how much elevation there is, especially for being Florida." You know, I've only played one other course here, but it was flat.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the courses are pretty flat.
18 was straight uphill.
Yep.
I mean,
Were there 2 holes that were blind off the tee?
3. You had 3 right in a row, and there were more.
Well,
5, 6, and 7.
The second shot's completely blind.
Yeah. I mean, and Shag, you were saying like it's fair though, right?
yeah, I mean, at no point is it unfair. I didn't think. Like, if you hit a good shot, you got rewarded. You know, greens held well. The fairways all held for the most part. I mean, you know.
If you didn't get too greedy with your shots and just said, okay, I'm going to play to the front alleyway of the green or something like that, you can really get around here because the greens are true, they're fair, they're fast,
Greens are flawless.
but they're
Greens are
perfect.
beautiful.
There's-
And you were saying like this Packard design is really classic because it's not just bunkers that are bunkers or hazards. They're genuinely like, I mean, you had a couple, you know, granted even with like the wrong club,
he was standout king.
you
He
caught
had
a
4 or
couple
5.
lips, right? I mean, they're different shapes, different sizes, and you have everything I think you want. Like getting to your point, Brian, the classic part of it. There's movement up and down. There's movement left and right. There's different shapes of the greens. There's different depths of the bunkers, and they're genuinely punishing, not just hazards, right? So
just the way that you had a bunch of shots where you had to carry, if you wanted to get anywhere near the hole, you had to carry a bunker, or you had to take on, and the lips of the bunkers were no joke whatsoever.
I know, and the tree branches overhanging, like you, So, all right, and just also, I think it's a beautiful course. I mean, do you agree?
Yeah.
It's as good as any course in the nation
Scoop
right
said,
now, condition-wise.
It is
There you go.
flawless.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bad lie in the fairway one time. I mean, I played it down today.
I mean,
and did not have to touch. My ball didn't even get a mark on it today. Like, just from playing. Like most courses, you'll have the
Something.
scuffed up ball and stuff like that. Like
Little
nothing
mud.
on my
did
ball.
you ever get to feel that any of it was because there are like elite courses or historic courses that can be slightly monotonous. Like I love Firestone. I know you've played that.
Yeah.
It's pretty straight shoot, like shoot of trees. Some holes different in elevation, but I didn't, at least when I was here a couple months ago, I think there's huge variety to everything about this course. Do you agree? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the older courses are just out and back. You know, you're just going back and forth, and it's just a full variety. It's fun. It was a very fun course.
You had to work the ball both ways.
Yeah.
Unless, if you didn't work the ball both ways, you had to like take it straight up a tree line, which I did a couple times because I hit a draw and I can't hit a fade to save my life. But you had to take a chance if you wanted to hit your ball shape.
Go over that.
Otherwise, you had to.
I was telling the guys on the live stream, I was between all 4 of you guys, and I know that's not golf, but every one of you hit good shots today that if they were combined, I'd say it would have been for a 69. Like, truly, it's just, but it was supposed to be tough, and that's why you signed up for it. So, and I'm glad you had a good time. You'll have fun reading or going back and watching the live streams and seeing all the comments.
That's what I'll be watching tonight.
Great
when I
time.
get to my hotel
And
room.
I just want to also thank our sponsors, obviously Galvin Green with our pillows. Super comfortable, right?
Yeah,
I mean, no BS.
I'll be buying more of their stuff.
Yeah.
He said that early on, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Like it just fits
Very
great,
good.
feels
Yeah.
good.
Very
I mean, like you guys.
moisture wicking, like
Oh, it was hot
very
today.
good.
Yeah, I mean, I walked like it's not doing the same physical exertion as swinging a club, but I did more walking probably than all you guys did, and I mean, I look pretty relaxed and comfortable, but I've been on board Galvin Green for a while, and then, you know, I got my blues, but what did you think? The shoes are gorgeous, obviously, Duca del Cosma.
Yeah.
What did
Can't beat the looks of the shoes.
Yeah,
I think coming right out of the box, I think they performed really well.
Yeah.
And I have nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah. And you got like somebody stopped you on the course.
Shoes.
because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
love-
I mean, I got multiple comments. Like, I mean, it's a good color. That baby blue
Yes.
is a nice color. And
Those look so
so
good.
here's the other thing. I'd never have gotten spikeless shoes, and so I was definitely concerned about that. But at no point today did I see one foot slip from anybody.
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, all it
Slip
takes
once.
is one pair of spikeless for you to blow all of that
Yeah.
myth
Mm-hmm.
that you slip and you
Right.
don't have good traction. And while I took mine off, I think what's going to be great, and this is what's nice about some spikeless, you can wear them right off
Yeah,
the course.
you don't
baby.
have to take them off.
Yeah.
Hit the locker room, put your clothes on, and go
I mean,
out.
I'm super comfortable. There's no reason for me to change, and
Yep.
comfortable for you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, my feet aren't tired at all.
Yeah.
I had plenty of grip today, which is something that I mean, I don't generate a lot of swing speed or anything anyway, but I still need that grip and that traction to get something to work.
Yeah.
Never had any issues at all with them, so I'm very pleased with them.
Very
and,
stable shoes.
very
And then,
stable.
obviously, last but not least, I mean, you hit some bombs today. Like, and it's too bad that sometimes you followed them up with
Yeah.
kind of mediocre approaches.
Yeah,
But I mean,
well, and that's how it was and everything. But yeah, the Callaway Elyte, like it's elite. It's
Right.
great. I mean, it went toe to toe with my previous driver distance wise and things like that, and yeah, it's fantastic.
yeah, you hit it. I mean, there were a handful of shots you hit really well, and Joe, you also hit like a few good drives. The drives that you hit poorly, to be honest with you, there's no driver in the world that would stop. Right? I mean, no. I mean,
I told him midway through the back, the best shot I hit all day was the first one. I think I just should have put frickin' Mississippi Queen on repeat all day,
that's
and I
true.
would have been fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
I followed that up with a Duff 7-iron, and it was shit.
No,
from
that's what
there,
I'm saying. I mean, same like to your point with irons. If you duff an iron, it does not matter what kind of iron, how big, how forgiving, whatever. But again, you had like a great fitting though, and again, you're it's when you hit it well and when you miss a little bit, it's gonna serve you all right.
For sure, anybody that golfs knows that. I mean, it's tough when you get a new club,
Oh yeah,
and the first time you are hitting it is on a course like this.
yeah,
You know, you can hit into a screen and hit indoors, but outdoors is a whole different monster. And
Yeah.
if your misses are different from another driver or previous driver that you play, it can get a little.
sure.
You spend some time and get some swings in, and you dial it in. That's
I know Ty can't wait to go tinker with that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I told
he
you
already
can't.
tinkered with it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
He's
and
DQ'd
I love
anyone.
that you smashed one.
I'll take it.
I love that you smashed one on 18 to wrap it up too.
Yeah,
that was like, yeah.
I hit a lot of really good drives. Like even the one that I thought was lost on Moccasin, I think I was just looking at the wrong rough.
Right.
Like I think I probably hit through the fairway on the one I took versus in the water.
Okay.
That's a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
How far?
But
were
you can only look so much on one hole for a golf ball.
How far out were you on 18? Because you.
So I was at the 150 mark.
I outdrove him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Saw
say
that.
you did
Different
this.
teeth,
Yeah,
but
you hit some bombs too,
Not where it
Brian.
all starts is where it ends.
Uh-huh.
So,
I mean, I parred 18. I don't know what you got.
Uh oh.
I also
Is the course
shanked
still
that
open?
ball.
Because these guys are ready to go again.
Also shanks.
hey, I made a 15-footer for bogey. I'll take it.
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, listen. I told you earlier, but it's an absolute pleasure and a treat, genuinely, to meet you
Likewise.
guys. And I'm telling you, you guys are probably going to make friends with other guys from previous Play with Pleats, and
oh, we're gonna play again. We'll
it
find a way.
it sounded like you guys had a great time, and I just love that. So you're now part of Play with Pete Invitational
we're
alumni.
alums. We're
So
officially alums now.
That's
all right. All right, guys. This is a wrap. Play with Pete Invitational Copperhead. Till next one. I haven't even told the guys here what the next one is going to be, but I might tell them off camera. So that's a wrap from Copperhead. All right, baby.